this is probably, or maybe is the last video of 2018, man.
Damn, already.
Crazy, right? How fast a year went by.
So fast. Time is just flying.
It was a great year, man. Like in general, like, you know, from the releases that happened to all the, you know, crazy collaborations, all the traveling we did, bro. I felt like we were everywhere this year, man. You know,
I think that we did travel a lot, but like I don't think like it's enough yet for me. Like it was a start for me, but like I think in 2019 it's gonna be a lot more, and it's gonna be more like impactful, and it's gonna be way dope. Like the second I find more time to go out there and like do a lot more shit with you, with like just.
No, I think you guys did a good job of getting out of your shell this year and building brand awareness, not just in LA. I mean, you were in Toronto, right? Where else did you guys go this year? Toronto, you were in Houston. Did you go to Atlanta?
No, I didn't, and I really regret it.
Yeah, Atlanta SneakerCon was a good show. You know,
it was a really good show, I heard.
For us, you know, I'm just trying to keep the wheels rolling, right? This is now 3.5 years. I haven't missed a SneakerCon, and you know, we were talking about maybe slowing down a little bit, but some things are changing with UN, and I'm excited because I'm gonna be able to continue to go on the road, hit cities that we've never been to before next year. Right, like in February, we're going to Vancouver. You going?
Yeah, I'm going there for sure.
Yeah. So and then the week after that, we're going to Fort Lauderdale, or
the week before.
The week before is Fort Lauderdale, then Vancouver. So I'm definitely going to those. Fort Lauderdale, like I am in the works of some crazy stuff to go down over there. Like the UN experience is definitely going to change at these venues. You guys deserve more. We're ready to give more, and it's just I'm really excited about that, but. Enough of that yapping, right? Today's video is top 5 personal pickups for the year of 2018.
So disregarding
regardless
popularity of the shoe, it's just your favorite.
My
top five pickups
and
of the year.
And this is kind of messed up, right? For me to scale it down to 5, because it's gonna maybe show bias a little bit with some of, you know, pairs that I have. Like you know, my collection went from like 140 pairs to over 800 pairs this year.
It's kind of like, it's kind of unnecessary, bro. Like I walked in here, I sat down, and I'm just surrounded by sneakers that probably maybe you haven't even thought of in your head for a second. Oh wait, I have this pair to wear tomorrow. You know, like sometimes like as a sneakerhead you think about, oh, what am I gonna wear the next day? Oh, I got this, this, and this. But like, bro, you got all this that you probably can't like calculate into your head that you have.
Listen, the last couple of weeks, right? Well, actually, like the last 2 months, I've been saying to myself, man, I have way too many shoes that are DS. I've never had this many shoes DS. And I've wanted, you know, one thing that I was doing is I was picking up shoes and then saying, okay, I'll wear it to this SneakerCon. Okay, I'm gonna wear it to the anniversary. Okay, I'll wear this on my birthday. Like, but the shoe hoarding got out of control this year. I'm thankful, you know, we worked really hard that I could justify some stuff, right? And then coming over here, I'm like, Eric, quick rundown. What do you think my top 5 are? And we're like legit, like how could you say that this is a top 5? No, that deserves this. So there's a lot of stuff. I could do a whole nother video that's honorable mentions, but we're not gonna do that. I didn't want to turn this into a 2-hour sneaker video.
Yeah.
I just want to make this one short, sweet. Say, hey, I like this one. Hey, I like that one. So we'll just get to it, right? And these are in no particular order, I think, right? But they all mean something. They mean a lot to me, and I'm just excited to share. So I'm gonna start with the first one, and again, in no particular order, UNC3. So I picked these up from T-Man, right? I paid $5,000 for these.
5,000.
I paid $5,000 for a size 9. And I was gonna wear this on my birthday earlier this year, and then I kind of chickened out because I worked all day.
Yeah, I didn't out too, bro.
I didn't get to go anywhere. I legit worked all day, and I'm a huge North Carolina fan. Jordan 3 is by far my favorite Jordan silhouette of all time, right? And I just kept them on ice, but January 14th through the 18th, I think is when I'm gonna wear these, and here's why. A couple months ago, I had a guest come into the store. It was a father and son duo, right? And we're talking sneakers, we're talking basketball, we're talking sports, we're just talking everything, right? And they're from Chapel Hill, right? North Carolina.
Right.
Come to find out, the dad is a professor at the University of North Carolina, but he's a massive Duke fan, which I don't know how the University of North Carolina even allows that to happen. But we get to talking, and I tell him my story, right? He tells me what he does for a living. He's a professor of business classes at the University of North Carolina, and I've been invited to go speak in front of a few classes at Chapel Hill, and then I'm gonna go watch a Duke game, and I'm gonna get to watch a North Carolina Tar Heel game at Chapel Hill. So I'm getting to go to both of two of the most iconic basketball stadiums in college history, and I'm gonna do it in these. So I'm gonna unds these really, really soon. T-Man, much love, bro, because the prices on these are, you know what these go for now?
I don't even know. I wouldn't even know.
7 to 10 grand. So this is definitely...
It's kind of crazy to think about that, man.
Yeah. This is definitely in my top...
Five pickup of the year?
But like top 5 pickups of the year. I could give you a reason for why this is 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Right? Like this shoe, this was it, bro. If I had to shrink down my collection, this is definitely staying in my collection. Like this is serious. This one's probably number 5. But this one was probably one of my favorite pickups. This is shoe of the year to me. I'm gonna go that far and say this is shoe. Let me grab a DS pair because I don't need you holding out. That pair, that's my traveling pair. That's like the pair I pretty much wear everywhere I go. So, I have 41 pairs of these in my size.
Why do you need 41 pairs though, bro?
Because it's this is like one of my favorite shoes.
Like you want it for every reason. You don't want to be left without it.
I don't want to have any reasons as to why I wouldn't have a DS pair of this shoe for that special occasion. Like this is wedding worthy, like anniversary worthy, an everyday shoe. Like this is comfortable. You could wear this with dark jeans, light jeans, shorts, sweatpants. Like this shoe goes with everything. Shoe of the year, bro. This and I'm gonna show one other shoe I think are the only two. Like I think seriously, like I can make 100 different cases for each shoe as to why I think these two shoes are should be considered shoes of the year. Like I think this year it should be a tie between this and where is it? I'm looking for it. Can you do me a favor? Second row from top to bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4th shoe down. So to me, the other shoe of the year is this, and this is also in my top 5. Agree or disagree?
I agree with this one because, man, the hype that came about after this shoe. And not only that, man, like just the design of it, the whole corduroy.
Yeah, it was great. It took two of the most iconic Air Max silhouettes, slapped it in a one, then you gave it a vibe that hasn't been seen on a sneaker in a really long time. Corduroy hasn't been on a sneaker in a long, long time. The color combination that these guys did between Sean and all, he had Ben Baller there, he had Fran there, like, it was just cool to see all these influencers getting the opportunity. And then the other reason why I think this deserves to be shoe of the year is, when's the last time or ever a reseller got the opportunity to design?
Never.
My point, right?
Like, ever, like.
But it tells me that the brands, the Nikes of the world, the Adidases of the world, are now paying attention to what we're doing, right? As a community, and saying, hey, you guys understand better than ever what's hot or what's not.
Yeah.
Right? I could tell you.
Can't doubt that,
that
man.
I get Sean, like many other, like Round 2, like many other shops around the country, we're seeing day in and day out what people are asking for. Right? And we're seeing better than ever. We're taking all the great shoes of the entire year, throwing them in a box and saying, okay, let's see what sells. So he knows. He knows
Sure.
what the people want. The hype that was around this shoe, like, was crazy. Bro, these were going for $2,000 at one point.
Yeah, because they had the what was it like?
The different patches.
Yeah.
The patches, yeah.
Was it more of like a friends and family thing though in
Yeah.
the beginning, and then it kind of like he like was passing them out,
Yeah.
and then they had like their release.
Yeah, like
But,
the resale was. I mean, these are holding strong at 700-800 all day long, bro. Depending on the size. There's some that are 600. Worn pairs are 400-500. Like, he killed it.
Yeah.
Like, Sean, I'm very proud of you for this one, man. Like this, I wore the heck out of this thing, and I think they look better beat up.
Oh, that's
when
the
they're
best
frayed.
part. Yeah.
Right. So
That's the best part about
so
this shoe.
to
man.
me, these are the top 2 shoes of the year, bro.
It's a good like.
These are the top 2 shoes of
It's
the
a
year,
good like.
hands down.
Yeah.
Hands down, these are the top 2 shoes of the year in my opinion. And we're at, what's that, 3 shoes that I've shown? Number 4 for me is a GR. Like super GR. You know what it is. Yo, I don't even know why you're looking at me like that. Go on and grab it, bro. BC3.
Oh no, these are the surgeons.
Oh, those are the surgeons. Alright, well, you know what? Only because, let's grab the UN ones. Because, look, I wanted to throw this in the top 5, and I can't. Because this didn't release, right? And the whole premise of this video is top 5 releases, like top 5 pickups which were releases this year.
Yeah.
Right? This didn't release, but it still captures the shoe that I love. To me, this is my top shoe. Black Cement 3, leather was great, quality was solid, like it goes with everything. And you know, that to me is up there. Like I think that's top 3 release of the year, in my opinion. And then there's this honorable mention one, UN version.
This is actually more detailed than I thought, bro.
Bro, yeah, this is...
Like, I didn't realize... Like, when you sent me pics, I was like, oh, it's cool. But, like, when you actually look at it...
Bro,
and
look at right
feel
here.
it,
When you pull the heel tab back, it says 2J's Kicks. What's that one say? 2J's Kicks, right? So it's laser engraved. The Bespoke I&D guys out in Melbourne make this for me. And I posted this a few times already. And the last time I posted, I gave a complete breakdown of all the materials that they use. But I wanted the 88 cut on this. Right? So if you notice, the toe box is totally different. Alright? And then it's all laser engraved. And I'm a big pun fan. And I didn't want the regular Jordan logo. I didn't want to go cheesy and put the UN logo there. So we just did big pun. And then we did laser engraved on the leather, on the cement print. Solid job.
This is really detailed, man. Why don't you have this at the shop, like showcasing? Or
This
something?
is a one of one. I think I'm going to take this to New York and showcase it in New York.
I see.
I think that it'll get more respect and love in New York than it would in Vegas. No disrespect, Vegas. I love you guys, but pun is from New York, and your boy's going back home for a little bit. I don't know if y'all know by now, but we could use this segment of the video to tell you that we're opening a store in New York right around March 9th. What?
That's crazy. March 9th?
You said March 9th? March 9th would be a pretty cool day. I mean, don't quote me on that because there's a lot of things, you know, powers that be that I have no control over, but March 9th would be a lit day to open. You know what happened on that day in rap history?
I don't. Please.
Greatest rapper alive died on
March 9th?
Biggie.
Do you really think he's the greatest rapper, one of the greatest rappers?
I mean, that
alive?
was a line that was used, right? I think that he's top 5 DOA.
Hands down.
So that's 4 shoes, right? That we mentioned, 4.5 really, because we showed you another one. I'm gonna give you one shoe that could have made it, and we could fight here all night long about why it should. I'm gonna show it, and say this is top 5, but it's not.
It's not.
I mean, maybe by this time next year it's gonna be considered it, but bro, disgusting.
I love it.
Bodied this. Like, you know the only disappointment that I have in this shoe? I'm gonna be honest, real quick.
Okay.
I've seen everybody wearing them with the yellow lace, right?
Yeah.
And I said, nah, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take one of these laces, turn it upside down, black, and then the cream up top, right? And then I'm gonna have one cream bottom, one black bottom, right? But then when I unlaced it and then went to relace, my dumb ass realized that the laces are made this way, where purposely the black is on top. So I couldn't do what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
But you know why I wanted these? Both of these, and I got shown a lot of love on both of these pairs, bro.
Man,
The fact that it says UN on it, even though it's not UN, like, but the fact that it says UN tells me I'm getting closer to maybe one day seeing UN for real on a shoe.
yeah.
And the quality on this is insane. I've always liked Jordan 1s when they oxidize and the midsoles are yellow. Like this, I mean, for me, like Puerto Rico colors, New York Giants colors, UN is on it, quality's crazy, smells amazing. The box was nasty, the hype was crazy. Like, yo, bravo, Union.
Yeah,
Bodied this.
Stitching like up and down, all around the back, bro.
Yeah, it's great.
This is probably like my favorite shoe that dropped this year so far. Seriously.
Yeah, they killed
like,
it.
By far.
They killed it.
Like this beats the not for resale ones.
Oh yeah.
By like
a landslide. It's not even
a
close,
landslide.
bro. I
Man.
have those too. They're laying around here somewhere. There's one.
And
right
I personally love the blue.
Yeah,
like,
the blue.
I mean, the black toe, like, you know, it's a more cleaner, subtle color.
Easier to wear.
Yeah, easier to wear. But like
this
man,
is the one, bro. This is the one. They killed it.
I can't wait to
honorable mention. And like I said, we could do a whole nother video honorable mention, but that's not what this video is about.
You should have chose this instead of the Wave Runner, bro.
Nah, man. Nah. Because I can't say that it's a top 5 pickup for me when I wore a Wave Runner like 30-40% of the year. The last one, this year marked 25 years of its birth, right? It's coming to the world and changing the entire sneaker game for forever from that moment. It's a shoe that they only made a handful of, and it's a shoe that I've been on videos a handful of times saying, man, you know, I never see these in my size. If I ever see them, I hope I could justify the expense, blah, 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 this, that, and the third. The album dropped when I was a kid, right? Like, I'm a little older, right? So the music behind this album that dropped, for me, paved, like, that was my childhood. That was everything. To me, this is probably one of the greatest shoes Nike's ever done, or given people the opportunity to collab. And the shoe I'm talking about is the Wu-Tang. Now, so you want to hear the crazy story about this? I got these on.
Are these DS?
Yes, 8.5.
Wow.
Alright, so you want to hear a crazy story about all of this?
Wow.
All of this. I bought these from Stadium Goods. 15% off for $9,300. $9,300, bro.
How many pairs you said?
I want to say there's 36 pairs.
So less than 36 pairs, right?
Right. So meaning that there's maybe 3 to 4 of these in my size. How many of those realistically?
How many of those are even DS, man?
Right.
I thought they were used, to be honest.
No, bro. There's no creasing, no nothing.
I was like,
So now here, let me tell you where the story gets crazier, right? So I'm talking to a couple people, and Mayor tells me this little story about how he has a pair, right? Mayor's is size 9. So they're Nike's contemplating making a re-release of these, right? Which there is a 2015 sample pair floating around there for like 20 bands, size 9, right? And we actually saw a sample version of it at Project Blitz. So Meth makes a post talking about he wants to see these come out and that he's upset that Nike didn't make it, right? So I see Meth's post, I screenshot it, I send it to Mayor. I'm like, Mayor, yo, look at this. it's kind of messed up. Can you call anybody at Nike, because I know that you're jugged in. Like you have their ear. They're open to listening to what you say. And Mayer's influence in this game is like really, like, people don't understand this guy's power, bro. Like, I'm not trying to gas Mayer right now, but yo, Mayer has the influence where if you want a sneaker account with Nike, if you could justify it to Mayer and Mayer believes in you, Mayer could pick up that phone and make that. He could help facilitate you get an account. Crazy. So Mayer tells me a story about how somebody in the Wu camp, right, is having conversations with Nike, and they're advanced to the point where, you know, they're sending off to make the samples, right? Well, Wu-Tang wanted a little bit of money, and now Wu-Tang, even though it's a collective group, right, there's all the members and this and that, they don't all have a say as to what happens with their brand, right? Like, they don't all have a say. Like, they don't all have a say in what, you know, what they make, what they don't make. Like, there's stories being made, there's documentaries being made, and some of these guys aren't even getting paid off this stuff, right? So when this conversation's happening, they're asking for an exorbitant amount of money to re-release these. So Nike was like, nah, we're not gonna do it. So that sample is like, it's like a unicorn, bro. That it's a sample to something that's never gonna come back out. At least as of right now.
Is it the same color and everything?
It's a little bit darker yellow.
Okay.
And the leather's
so basically
a little bit
the
thicker.
same, but just a little,
yeah.
like some.
There's some variants, but this shoe. Now let me tell you. Here's what's. I'm gonna keep it completely a buck with this. I bought this to sell it, and later this year, well, 2019. This is my top pickup of the year, by the way. This is my size, and I'm not gonna wear it, right? You know why? Because later on next year, you're gonna see someone win these.
You're gonna what? Give them
for free, bro.
Wow, another one.
For
another
free
shoe.
You know why? Because here's a couple things. Here's what I feel, right? Sometimes you come across things that you own, right? And you realize that there's real value in what it is that you own, right? And then you become afraid of it, right? I have shoes in this wall right now that have shot up so much that I'm afraid to wear it. And if you have shoes like that in your collection, you shouldn't have it, right? I also understand that there's millions of people that are Wu-Tang fans, right? There's also millions of people that are sneakerheads that'll never get the opportunity to see this, let alone own it. So pay it forward. Next year, you're going to see some really crazy stuff happen with a lot of people. And when you see this pop up, just remember where it came from.
8.5 DS.
8.5 DS.
You can't.
8.5 DS. So when you see this pop up, just remember where it came from.
Bro.
Top 5. This was a top 5 pickup. Not because of what I paid for it. I mean, not because it's in this room, but because I know where it's going and what's gonna come out of this.
Imagine winning this, like, yeah.
But it's a really dope shoe,
in your
man.
hands right there, like.
Oh yeah, this is dope, bro. So that was my top 5 plus some honorable mentions on some other shoes.
Really dope,
right?
Man.
I am going to try to film a video the day before Christmas because all my neighbors in the mall are telling me that that's the craziest day in the mall next to Black Friday. So I'm gonna try to do a day, Christmas Eve at UN, from the perspective of staff members, a little bit from me, hopefully a little bit from Joni, and kind of show you guys what it's like. Hopefully it's another crazy day because at the end of the day it's getting our consigners paid, right? As you've heard, we're going to try to open New York March 9th, and I have a lot of crazy stuff set up for this store. Like, we're going to be on 2 floors.
That's awesome, man.
In New York, in
Seriously.
Soho, and check this out. Here's the best part. If you're a tourist or if you live in New York, in one day, within an hour, realistically, and I say an hour because you go in and out of stores pretty quick, but you'll be able to hit Flight Club, Stadium Goods, Soul Stage, Kith, Supreme, UN, You went. You can make a day out of it. And 2 floors, we're gonna be introducing things to the sneaker culture in New York that have never been done before.
Like sneak.
You're just gonna have to wait, bro. I can't tell you now. I can't tell you right now because if I tell you right now, people gonna beat me to it. Even though I don't already got it, I'm not opening until March.
True that.
You know, so I'm gonna be going.
That's quick though, man. That's close.
Yeah, bro.
That's
let me tell you something.
That's gonna feel like the next week.
I have to buy the shoes for that store next month. I think that I have to buy those shoes for. I'm gonna try to buy all the shoes by Fort Lauderdale for that store. And if you've seen Urban Necessities today, right? There's over 18,000 live SKUs. There's over 7,000 pairs of shoes, and I'm trying to go to New York with at least that. So your boy's got to buy about 6,000 to 7,000 pairs of shoes in a month.
Buying shoes is always fun, though.
Yeah, no, it's great. I'm gonna try to do it from my couch. I'm actually getting surgery next week. I'm probably gonna. Recovery is like 2 weeks. I've had a hernia that I've been putting off that surgery since like June. Schedule finally slowed up for me to get it done. I'm gonna get it done, and I'm gonna try to buy some shoes from the couch.
You gotta get that done though.
6,000 to 7,000 pairs. I'm taking a pinball machine. I'm buying another pinball machine.
How much are pinball machines going for right now?
Like 35 to 50 racks. We gotta put one in New York.
$35,000 to $50,000 for a pinball machine.
Yeah, bro.
You gonna get the bike, another Coleman, like the necessities of.
There's gonna be certain things that are at this store that are gonna be available at that store. Okay. And then there's going to be things at that store that are not going to be available at this store and vice versa, right? We're working on a lot of crazy stuff. I just need you guys to do me a favor and make sure that you like, comment, subscribe, share. I'm done playing. Like, this New York store is going to be, like, the change of everything. I'm excited for our consigners. Consignment rate staying at 10% in New York City. So again, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share this video one time for your boy. I need you guys to spread the word. Big things coming 2019, New York store. More traveling, more buybacks, more consigning, more crazy pickups. Adios.
Like, comment, subscribe, share. Peace out. Las Vegas in the house.